Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, big news now in Pakistan cricket. Once again, another Pandora box has been opened. Pakistan cricket seems to be always having action, and this time it is former director Pakistan cricket team, former head coach, also former test cricketer Mohammad Hafiz, who has put out a statement. Of course, Hafiz and PCB parted ways yesterday. We confirmed this news, but now this is the first public statement that Hafiz has given on the social media platform X from his official handle, and he has said that he has always prioritized and represented Pakistan with dignity and pride. He also mentioned that there are a lot of things that would be highlighted in between as well. He also mentioned the fact that there will be certain things that we will be highlighting in the next couple of days to come. And he said that his tenure of 4 years was cut short for just 2 months, and that too because of changes in the chairmanship of the PCB as well. So like I said, that there is another Pandora box now that has been opened. Apart from that, we also know that Rauf has also been penalized by the commission that held an inquiry. He's been found guilty, and his central contract has been terminated with immediate effect from last year. I think if you look at that tenure, that is from last year as well. And furthermore, no NOC would be given to him till June for playing any league as well. So I think that is a huge development and a decision that has been taken. If it is on disciplinary causes and of course Pakistan first, then an example should be set across the board. It shouldn't be only Rauf that becomes the only example of such a decision. So we will be talking about this, and you know, the future of Pakistan cricket is very uncertain at the moment. I will be very honest, I was very disappointed. I was very sad to see a certain bunch of our fellow brothers who are sports journalists who were taking to social media and spreading all sorts of chaos, saying that there is a lot going on and players are now considering parting ways with the PCB. So I don't appreciate this. I think I absolutely don't appreciate the fact that we are adding further fuel to a fire that needs to be contained in a World Cup year. So we'll talk about that. Then of course, I think on the slight side of it as well, we've got to talk about the PSL. Then it's all set now. Action will start from Saturday onwards with Lahore Qalandars taking on Peshawar Zalmi. That's a grand opening ceremony that is taking place as well. Star-studded Ali Zafar, Aima Beg, RF Lohar is also going to be performing in this as well. So it's going to be very interesting, and we're all very excited. We'll be talking about the games, the combinations, the teams and everything that is there to be discussed. That is what we're discussing on the show in detail, but right after a short break, stay tuned to Sports Extra. And now to discuss things in detail, we will be introducing our guests first in studios. We've been joined by cricket commentator, international broadcaster, presenter and our sports expert Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very good. About yourself?
I'm very well, sir, as well. We've also been joined by cricket expert and analyst Sabir Hussain. Assalamu alaikum, Sabir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm fine, thank you.
Great to have you on the show as well, Sabir. And we've also been joined by cricket commentator and senior cricket expert Kasif Shabir. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum assalam. All well. Thank you.
Great to have you as well. Now, Asif, I think first of all, you know, PCB does not disappoint as far as sensationalizing things is concerned. Anything can happen, you know, something keeps on happening that we've got to discuss in detail. And, you know, action is always there, be it on the field and off the field. But like I said, that since yesterday, this is the first public statement that has come out from Mohammad Hafiz. And although the first part of it, when I read it, I thought that, okay, this is going to end in a very positive note with both parties saying that we're very glad. But immediately it took a big turn when he mentioned that his 2 months, his 4-year tenure was cut short 2 months due to the chairman. And then also mentioned that there are unprofessional things which I will be highlighting in the days to come.
Well, I think, Ahmed, it's not the sensation. The question is, if you see the track record of Mohammad Hafiz, he has an ordinary record as an all-rounder, as a batter, and then he remained skipper for the Pakistan team as well. If you see that when he was a cricket analyst on the national TV, on Pakistan television, Pakistan PTV Sports, he was criticizing on the policies of Pakistan Cricket Board. Once he has joined as a director Pakistan team, actually he was not focusing on his prior duties. It wasn't including in his duties to go in the ground and tell to the players that do practice session, do fielding session, and ask the wicketkeeper, do this and do this. Sorry dear, that wasn't your job. Pakistan Cricket Board had already taken a couple of good coaches there. Yasir Arafat was there, Umar Gul was there. So that was actually their role to tell players that you'd have to play like this and this. And I have been told by some players, I don't want to mention their names, that according to them that they were not happy because Mohammad Hafiz was dealing them as schoolboy. Don't sit in the hotel's lobby. It's 9 p.m. What are you doing here? Yeah, this is Pakistan cricket team. They're the national players, and you have manager for that. So I think, and then after when they came, the Pakistan team lost against New Zealand, Pakistan team lost against Australia, and Hafiz came back. He met with
right, a short break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back. I think, Sabir, the timing of these incidents is something that worries us the most. But even for Mohammad Hafiz, if he has parted ways, then it could have gone in a positive manner, although it still is. But then again, saying that you have some unprofessional things that you want to reveal to the nation, I mean, why now? Why not when you were in charge of the affairs for 2 months?
Look, I mean, you can expect everything from PCB. I still remember 1999 World Cup final, 2003, a couple of players basically underperformed. Then 2010, Yunus Khan's captaincy in 2009, and 2010 is, England's tour as well. So there used to be so many, Pandora box. There used to be so many committees, but basically were made. The findings we basically did not know. Still we are not sure about the findings. But as far as the Pakistani senior players are concerned, who have been given a couple of jobs as far as the coaching staff is concerned, But I always say there are few players of Pakistan who basically, retired. They have an ego problem, to be very honest. That is the reason I am a big fan of foreign coaches. We have a great example of Jeff Lawson in 1999. Bob Woolmer has been, a phenomenal coach. But a couple of players basically praised. Kamran Akmal, Mohammad Yusuf, Shahid Afridi, Yunus Khan. So these are the basically, coaches you basically need. You need to have a mentor. Cricket director, you are basically, Mohammad Hafiz basically, was a cricket director. He was supposed to basically, give confidence to players, whether they are performing or not performing. You cannot be harsh, because every player basically starts, to dislike you, start complaining about you. So basically your role, being a senior player, because recently you have retired, you have been, your services are being appreciated. You have been, a big ambassador of Pakistan. But you are supposed to, deal with players in a positive way in every situation, I would say, because you are a team director. You are not a batting coach, or you are not a wicket keeping coach. You are not a spinning coach, because the role of a batting coach was there, Umar Gul was there, Saeed Ashbal was there. But again, when you are in a job, K. Asif basically rightly said, when you are not in a job in PCB, you are basically, disclosing so many things, criticizing PCBs, some kind of, I would say, arguments as well. But then you join PCB. Again, you are basically following same kind of steps. But you have been, again, I would say PCB basically handled properly. They basically wish him a good, a good future, I would say. But the way basically Mohammad Hafiz tweeted, again, he basically threatened PCB that he will basically explore, expose a couple of players and, say a couple of more things. This is basically disappointing.
I think for the first time we're seeing very authentic decisions coming from the PCB management. They're very sure about what they're doing. Yeah. And I think most of us are not used to that. And that's why people are surprised of what's happening. It's happening so quickly. But maybe this is the way forward. This is what should have been done long ago. But you never know. Kashif, how would you see this decision of PCB? First of all, they wished Mohammad Hafiz all the best. And of course, on Hafiz's end, he said that his tenure has been cut short. He, of course, raised an accusation. And he also said that he's got some things to reveal, which are unprofessional things at PCB.
Ahmed, this is very unfortunate for the institution, I would like to say that. Secondly, PCB has been a laughingstock throughout the world. I have a different opinion from my two colleagues. What I think is that in the first instance, if for any reason Hafiz was appointed as the director, he should have been given the job description as to what exactly is his job and what is expected out of him, number one. Secondly, now if you have given him the tenure of 4 years, at least give him some time to perform. Giving him only 2 months and then expecting result coming out of it, and especially after a very difficult series of Australia, I think it was something a bit cruel on the part of PCB against Hafiz, because you have ruined the whole future of a gentleman, number one. I would relate this with Mohsin Naqvi, because I have a same fear for Mohsin Naqvi. The new government coming in, the new regime coming in, I think it is going to be very difficult for Mohsin Naqvi to survive for 3 years, because this has been the routine of PCB. This is exactly what has been happening in the past, and I fear that this might happen in future as well. This is the reason why there is so much ad hocism in PCB. That is the reason why we are not performing. We are understating our players. We are not performing well. That is the reason why the lobby of players is stronger than the management, because management should be ruling the players, and it is the vice versa. Exactly, this is what my fear is all about. So I think same is going to happen with Mohsin Naqvi. Just wait and see.
Well, it is a very, very strong statement that has come out from Kashif, but Asif, it's not the only decision. We also saw the decision of terminating Haris Rauf's contract as well. So maybe they're, setting an example, and we already know that what PCB is eyeing in the next, please excuse me, PCB is eyeing in the next couple of days or months or right before the World Cup is that they're going to be searching for foreign coaches. That is something that is making headlines right now.
Well, I think that I strongly agree with this idea about the foreign coaches. If you see in the past, Bob Woolmer and Jeff Lawson and some other like Mickey Arthur. But the question is, when Pakistan team was working with Javed Miandad, everyone was giving respect to him. Do you remember that Pakistan traveled to India, Pakistan had tour to some other countries as well, and Pakistan team was performing well. So the man and the legend like Javed Miandad, when he was with the team, yes, team was good, because you have several stars playing on that time: Waqar Yunus, Wasim Akram, Saeed Anwar, Inzamam Ulaq, Mohammad Yusuf. Big team. But now actually you don't have stars. You don't have match-winning players. And players like Haris Rauf, when they publicly announced that we aren't available for the Test cricket, but on the same time you're fit. You don't have any family commitment, but you are prioritizing the franchise cricket, and you're going to Australia in the same country where Pakistan is losing. Pakistan is in trouble, and Pakistan wants your services. So Pakistan comes first. If you're not giving respect, you're a hero just because of Pakistan. You're not hero for the franchise cricket. If you're performing so well in franchise cricket, yes, that's good for your for personal goals, for your monetary goals. But for Pakistan, we require your services. And if you're not available for Pakistan, then thank you very much. Goodbye, Haris Rauf. I'm with Pakistan Cricket Board.
Straightforward. I think very straightforward decision. Sabir, how would you eye this? Because all of us have said that Pakistan needs to come first. But like I said, that what needs to be done is that an across the board example needs to be set then, not just one test case.
I totally agree with you, Asif Bhai and Ahmed, that yes, this kind of a step should be taken for everyone, not only for Haris Rauf. Look, why I always praise the efforts of youngsters. Look at the way basically youngsters are playing, under 19 players. Emerging players as well, the way basically they performed a couple of months ago against India in the final. They basically won the Emerging Asia Cup as well. The Pakistan Shahins basically towards Zimbabwe, a couple of young players basically, they played extremely well. In semi-final, the guy like, Ali Raza, at the age of 15 years, he was basically, not comfortable in the 8th and 9th over, but he basically kept bowling. Ian Bishop, the commentators basically were basically, all of them were praising basically the efforts were there. Why basically they wanted to win that particular match. They wanted to play the final. So these are the things basically senior players are lacking. You have to give priority to your country first, because if you're looking for money, then you have a leagues. I basically don't feel shame to take the name of Mohammad Amir, Imad Wasim as well. They basically give priority to the leagues. Imad Wasim was giving so much confidence from the PCB. He was basically playing T20s as well. But again, why basically he retired? I don't know. He wanted to become a captain.
I think that why or that question mark is going to be a hallmark that is going to stay there, and also at a very important juncture of a World Cup here. Kashif, how do you see this decision, first of all, by the PCB? They've terminated the contract of Haris Rauf, and they've also, that commission has made this decision, and Haris was given a fair chance to, of course, explain himself.
I think it was a correct decision, because as Asif rightly mentioned, that Pakistan comes first, because if his services were required for Pakistan, he should have gone to Australia. Now, if he thinks that he is not fit enough for the test cricket, then he should go back to the coaches. He should go back to the high performance center, work there, and try to groom himself for the test cricket, because Pakistan requires his services for the test cricket. We do not have the quality of fast bowler that we are looking for. Shaheen Shah Afridi was also not 100% fit, and we were going to Australia with 2 new debutants. So I think that was the right time for Haris Rauf to accompany the team, but he did not go there because he was more inclined towards BBL and towards gaining monetary benefits. I think this is where the management role comes into play. The correct and right precedent has been set by PCB, but they need to follow this up. They need to apply the same formula for all the players who will not abide by the rules of PCB. This is very, very important. Ahmed, this is where the role of higher performance center comes into play, because if the higher performance center was fit enough, strong enough and capable enough, Haris Rauf should have gone back to high performance center, should have told the coaches that this is my problem, this is where I am lacking, I need to improve my shortcomings, and he should have improved his shortcomings and gone to Australia and should have made a mark for himself. I think this is where the whole management comes into play. Secondly, again, the domestic circuit is very important. The domestic structure is very important. If he was not available, if he did not want to go to Australia, he should have gone back to the domestic system. He should have played more cricket there and should have groomed himself for the test cricket so that he can represent Pakistan. I think it was a correct decision, but this decision should follow for all the other players.
Absolutely. Like I said, that across the board you need to then set this example as well. That being said, now we move our focus to the Pakistan Super League. We've got a report on that. Let's take a look.
A big cricket festival is ready to be held in Pakistan. Pakistan Super League 9 set to begin from tomorrow. A dazzling opening ceremony will kickstart the 9th edition of the Pakistan Super League. The 34-match T20 tournament promises high-octane cricket in various cities. Karachi will host 11 matches, including the qualifier, 2 eliminators and the final. Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore and Pindi Cricket Stadium in Rawalpindi will each serve as battleground for 9 matches, while Multan, known as the City of Saints, will be the backdrop for 5 thrilling encounters. The preparations of the teams for the event and the arrival of their international players continue. Peshawar Zalmi and Lahore Qalandars played a practice match at Lahore ground. Island wicketkeeper batsman Lord Kentucker has joined the Qalandars. He has been included as a partial replacement for West Indies wicketkeeper Shai Hope. Multan Sultans and Karachi Kings teams had a practice session at Multan Cricket Stadium. Multan Sultan all-rounder Khushdil Shah said his team should try to lift the cup for the second time. With the addition of hard-hitting batsman Iftikhar Ahmed, the team has become balanced. Under 19 captain Karachi Kings wicketkeeper batsman Saad Beg said Multan Sultan is a balanced and best team of the tournament, which they will try their best to beat at their home ground.
And there you have it. Sabah gives us all the details as soon as the PSL comes near. I think a lot of these details are now being finalized. Asif, which team are you particularly interested about this season?
Well, first of all, I would like to appreciate Sabah. You are working really nicely. That was a very good report. And I was discussing with Ahmed that you are working so hard and making good reports, first of all. Secondly, I'll go with Multan Sultans for the different reasons. Yes, we don't have the fast bowlers like Ehsanullah is there, but even then, I only like one thing, and that is passion of Mohammad Rizwan, his captaincy. He leads from the front. And I think that if you see their team environment and their youngsters, everyone performs. And right now we're watching in these visuals that Khushdil Shah was in the presser. And according to you, Ahmed, that Khushdil Shah has improved himself.
Yes, he said that I've improved a lot, yes.
I don't know, whenever he plays franchise cricket, he performs so well. But when he comes to Pakistan, he couldn't continue that performances. So first, I'll go with Multan Sultans for the several reasons, but the big reason is Mohammad Rizwan, the way he leads. And to be very honest, I would like to see that now there is no Ehsanullah. So rest of the fast bowlers, because no Really Rosso is there. Really Rosso is always a match-winning player for Multan Sultans. And we had observed some action from Tim David with the bat, with the ball, and he's such a fantastic fielder as well. Overall, Multan Sultan looks like a good package. But I will slightly talk about Peshawar Zalmis just because of Arsalan Shirazi Saab.
Then not slightly, then we won't talk more about it.
Yeah, right.
But obviously when we talk about Peshawar, then Sabir is always there to talk about it, branding it as well. But Sabir, one particular franchise that you're very interested to see, and you want to see those combinations which you think might make a difference this season.
Look, I mean, I have been supporting Lahore Qalandars because the way basically they are bringing so much young talent from, especially from rural areas, like, I mean, Azad Kashmir, from rural Punjab as well. But I mean, then I have been supporting, Peshawar Zalmi because of Babar Azam and a couple of more players as well. This time I would love to see, Islamabad United, because they have a wonderful combination as far as their bowling is concerned. Only the thing basically worries me is Shadab's individual performances, because he has been horrible in international T20 league as well. His recent form has been, a very horrible, I would say. In World Cup we have seen, and in T20s we have seen Imad Wasim is in Islamabad United, Ubaid Shah and Hanan Shah and Naseem Shah is to Islamabad United as well. But in Peshawar Zalmi we have seen a couple of youngsters are included. It will be interesting to see how basically Babar Azam leading his team, because Rovman Powell is there. Couple of more players are basically inducted in Peshawar Zalmi.
And Babar himself said, Sabir, that Haris is going, and the bowlers. He said Haris and our bowlers are going to be the real difference this season.
They are. I mean, they have been, performing really well. We have seen Amir Jamal's, individual brilliance in a couple of matches in Rawalpindi as well. His basically death bowling as well. So it will be interesting to see how basically, Peshawar Zalmi, shapes up as far as their basically team is concerned. And Islamabad United this time, I would love to see, they are basically performing exceptionally well.
And I would love to see Azam Khan play up the order, because there's been too much banter going on that he's not been given the right position. So I think it's about time that they do that as well. Kashif, one franchise that you're particularly interested about as soon as the PSL starts.
Ahmed, I am a loyal Islamabad United fan.
But
one thing, can I ask you that why don't you like Peshawar Zalmi?
All PSL teams are my team, but I told you I am a loyal Islamabad United fan, so I will always remain as that. So I still think that the combination of Islamabad United is very good, and they have all the potential. The potential is there. It provided the captaincy of Shadab Khan clicks, number one. Secondly, I think, in my opinion, in T20, the most important part is the bowling side. How strong your bowlers are, and Islamabad United has the capacity. They have the tank of fast bowlers available with them. So I think they have the edge over others. If you talk about batting, the batting is as good as any other team. But if you talk about the overall combination of the teams, I think Multan Sultan exceeds the all. It is the best team available in the lot. I think Multan Sultan this time has the potential, has the eager, the keenness to win the PSL 9. We all are very excited because this is the brand of Pakistan. We want to see all the newcomers, the new players performing for Pakistan. Islamabad United has inducted new under-19 players in the form of Ubaid Shah, Shamil Hussain, Hunain Shah. All these players, they have been inducted.
The Shah brothers are certainly there, but I think for Islamabad, Kashif, we've got to be more interested to see Alex Hales and Colin Munro. I think that is going to be a big difference in the PSL.
Exactly, that is a difference. But I am more interested in seeing our players performing in PSL, because we want Pakistani players to perform, Pakistani bowlers to perform. Imad Wasim is a good induction for Islamabad United. As I said, it is going to be the role of captaincy, how well he can maneuver the players, how well he can manage the top 11. Deciding for the top 11 is going to be very crucial for Islamabad United, because all the players, they have the potential to be in the first 11. So let's see how Shadab Khan gathered the group and how he lead the team of Islamabad United.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because if you look at historically, Asif, Islamabad has always been the strongest side on paper.
Yes, no doubt. They won this title twice, and I'll support my brother Sabir. Yes, they look really confident. As you were talking about Munro and Alex Hales, and then of course we'll be expecting some fireworks from big man Azam Khan, their skipper Shadab Khan, of course. But the only one thing is that some of their bad decisions, supporting some players like Asif Ali, giving them chances so many times. Hassan Ali, now he has moved to Karachi Kings. Imad Wasim is there. So plenty of talented players they got. But on the match day, definitely I will support Multan Sultan.
Well, yes, Sabir would like to add.
Yeah, one more thing I would like to add. I mean, I would love to see, a couple of young players basically perform, like Saad Beg, Umair bin Yusuf as well.
Iftikhar Ahmed.
Yeah.
He said,
Iftikhar, no, I was thinking
said
Iftikhar
yes.
Ahmed. So, I mean, couple of more, like I mean, we have seen Qasim Akram as well.
Absolutely,
Utilization of Saud Shakil, because we would like to see, like Ashif Bhai said, I mean, we would like to see, some Pakistani local players are basically performing. We basically need to find replacement of Fakhar Zaman. We basically need to find, replacement of Shadab Khan. We have Sufyan Mukim as well, Mehran Mumtaz we have seen, Arafat Minat as well. So there are a couple of more youngsters. I mean, this particular season, I would love to see, like we have seen last year, Saim Ayub, Muhammad Haris as well. This particular year, I would love to see some more youngsters basically are performing for Pakistan.
Certainly. Well, but that being said, I think it's going to be very exciting. It starts on Saturday with a star-studded opening ceremony. Thank you very much, Sabir Hussain, K. Asif and Kashif Shabir for joining us. Now, before we go, we've got some interesting news to share with you as well. Pakistan has been performing exceptionally well, and particularly Taekwondo at the Fajr Open in Iran. We've got a report on that. We're going to leave you with that. Congratulations to those who have won medals for Pakistan as well. And I think it's, of course, a proud moment whenever Pakistan is performing. So we've got a report. You can take a look at that. But from me and the entire team, it's goodbye for now.
Pakistan Hamza Saeed won the gold medal in the 33rd Fajr Open Taekwondo G1 Championship. In the final of the plus 87 category played in Tehran, the capital of Iran, Hamza Saeed won by defeating Iran's Mohammad Ibrahim Hosseini by 9-1 and 14-3. In the semi-final, Hamza Saeed won against Iran. In the final of the 54 category, Pakistan Shahzeb Khan was defeated by an Iranian player. Shahzeb won the silver medal. In Fajr Open Taekwondo Championship, Iran won first place, Pakistan second, and Kazakhstan third place. Hamza Saeed from Pakistan Army was declared as the best player of the Fajr Open. The Pakistani team will also participate in the World Taekwondo President Asian Cup from February 16 to 19 in Tehran and the Asian Club Taekwondo Championship from February 21 to 22.